Hi guys, welcome back to another stream coming live to you from the safety of our homes, and we're going to now cover today Launchpad. So this is probably aimed at those who have struggles in schools and want to get a new fresh start. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I'm just going to bring Rebecca in. She's going to introduce herself and we'll crack on with the presentation. Hi Rebecca.
Hi Victoria, you're right.
I'm good. Can you just introduce yourself and your role in Launchpad and we'll crack on with the presentation.
Yeah, no problem. So my name's Rebecca Young and I'm the Programme Area Manager of Launchpad at Leicester College. And I've got a little presentation to show you all and try and explain what Launchpad is all about. Okay, so Launchpad is not a space programme. A lot of people seem to think it might be because of the name. We're what Victoria just said, we're here to help people who perhaps haven't got the grades they need to progress or perhaps haven't done as well as school as they thought they wanted to or hoped they would do. If I can just move on to the next slide. So it's a course designed for young people who want to re-engage with education. So like we've said, it could be that you're homeschooled or you left school for various reasons you didn't like or you didn't get on with that kind of mainstream setup. And Launchpad is smaller and can give you a bit more support and focuses on your maths and English. It helps build your confidence by gaining those English and maths qualifications as well, because you can have all the qualifications in the world, but if you haven't got those social and communication skills and the ability to work in a team, it can be just as hard to find employment. So you need the whole package, and Launchpad is here to help you as an individual gain all those skills. We are, for those who are perhaps a bit unsure, we've skipped on, a bit unsure about what they would like to do in the future. It's great if you come to us and you've got a goal. We were just doing our reviews of our current learners, and there was all kinds of careers that people wanted to go on to. Wanted to be a doctor, painter and decorators, childcare. And we'll sit down with them and we will look at the qualifications they need to gain in order to get to where they want to be. And it's a suitable course if you're looking for an employment, apprenticeship, or to go on to that next level of college. There's no formal entry requirements. You don't need specific grades to get onto Launchpad, but you do have to come for an interview and you do need to prove to us why Launchpad is the right course for you. So Launchpad is based at Freeman's Park campus, Welford Road, so opposite the Royal Hospital and right next to the Tigers ground. So you can get buses really easily to the campus, and also the train, because the train station is just at the back of us. Next slide, please. So what do we actually offer you at Launchpad? So this is just a quick overview, and I'll go into these things in a bit more detail in the next slides. So it's English and maths. We do personal, social development, careers, a work experience placement. We look at cooking, but it's a bit more than just cooking. You have regular one-to-one tutorials and mentoring, and there's in-class support in all lessons from a key worker. So you have a tutor who is your qualified lecturer, if you like, and there's a key worker there following your group through all your lessons, looking after all your pastoral needs, if you like. So the maths and English element, and you might think this is probably the most important part, these are our qualifications that we give to you that you will leave with. And we do an awful lot of maths and English. You'll struggle to find this much content in any other course on these two core subjects. So it's 5 hours of maths and 5 hours of English every week. This year we've mixed it up a bit and the feedback's been really good actually. So because of the social distancing restrictions, we do half your time in class and the other half at home working online with live lessons or set work for you to do. So we have really small groups actually in the college, which gives you a really good intensive lesson, which is great for the students. We work with entry level right up to functional skills level 2. You have a dedicated maths and English tutor who are highly qualified in those sectors and very experienced. And the classes are tailored to your level of study. So you will be in a group with people at a similar level to you. The personal and social development is super important as well. Like I said, you can have the qualifications, but if you can't communicate or work as a team, you're still going to struggle to go on to that next level. So we help build your confidence. We look at your well-being, so your mental, emotional, physical well-being, the whole package. Communication skills, like I said, is essential. We do a lot of time working with you, spend a lot of time working with your organisational and study skills. So we look at your timetable and we find that hidden time where you can do your extra work and your extra studying. We do teamwork exercises, social skills, and we attend a lot of cross-college events and training. So you can experience different areas of college, and we try and put you out your comfort zone so you can see how you would interact and react in different scenarios and situations. We then have healthy lifestyles, which would be the cooking. So it's domestic cooking. It's not, industrial kitchens or anything. We look at how you could do your meal plan within a certain budget and how you can make sure you're getting the most from the food as well. So the nutritional value to make you well and give you the best opportunity to do your studying as well. Last year, and this year we hope to do the same, we worked with a local homeless charity called The Bridge, and we supplied meals to their lunch clubs. And that was a great thing to do because it's really important for the students to get involved in their local community. We spend time with you working on careers as well. So like I said at the start, if you come to us saying, I'd really like to be a doctor. So at the minute you're just doing functional skills with us, but by the time you leave, you will have a whole plan mapped out of what you need to do to achieve your goals. It's important you understand what you need to do next, so it keeps you focused. In careers, we also look at employability skills. So we do interview training, we write CVs, covering letters, how to fill applications in properly. And we look at your applications for your next step. So if it's an apprenticeship or a course at a college, or applications for a job interview. The next slide, please. Work experience. So this is a really important element. So you come with us and you might say, this is what I really want to do. I want to go work in childcare, and you go and do your work placement in childcare, and then you realise actually it isn't for you. So work experience is a good way of seeing what's out there, trying things that you thought were right or you weren't really interested in, and you might find by the end of it you completely changed your opinion on what you want to achieve. So you'll do 32 hours of work experience with us. We will help support you finding a place, or if you have a placement in mind, you can come to us with that and we can support to get all the risk assessments done for you. Last year we worked at the King Power Stadium in hospitality, ground maintenance, in the shop as well. I think we had 8 different placements at the King Power, and that's a really good work placement opportunity because they did offer somebody an apprenticeship last year as well out of it. We go to hair and beauty salons, restaurants, cafes, and then a lot of tradesmen work as well, plumbers, mechanics and landscaping. So there's lots of various opportunities for you to try. We also do the WOW programme, which is the World of Work, where there'll be guest speakers, and you also have to do a team building exercise. Last year, all the students went to do the escape rooms, which they absolutely loved, where you have to work as a team to resolve all the clues and escape this room. So that was great fun. And the next slide. You also have the opportunity to be a course representative. So we have 4 groups in Launchpad, and each group has 1 or 2 course reps, which is voted by the students. So you have to make a list of what your skills and abilities are, what would make you a course rep, do a little presentation, and then your fellow students will vote for who they want to represent them in their course this year. You can earn incentive points for participating in activities and meetings, and then these can be converted into vouchers to spend as well. Our reps have supported students in Launchpad and gained valuable leadership experience, and it looks really good on your CV. And if you go to an interview, it gives you the opportunity to talk about your experiences. Last year, our course reps went to a day trip to London as part of the experience. So it's a good thing to get involved into. The next slide, please. So progression. So as I've said, kind of during the presentation, from Launchpad, it just depends what you want to do next, really. So we just do the Maths and English, but the Maths and English, they unlock the door for you to get onto your art and design course and health and social care or motor vehicle, hair and beauty, whatever it is that you want to do next. And we'll work with you with our careers team to plot that progression route for you. Okay, that's all I have for the presentation. I've tried to cover as much as I can of what Launchpad is about, but if you do have any questions, please ask.
Thank you, Rebecca. That was really quick and to the point. So I do hope any of you watching, or whether it's live or after we've done this, that helps answer the questions. But I do have a couple that we get regularly that I hope you can help with. So Launchpad, is it a full-time course?
It is classed as a full-time course, but when you come to college, most are only really 16 hours a week. So you just come to Launchpad for 3 days a week. But in the world of college, that is a full-time course, yes.
Thank you. And what is the interview like? This can be a scary thing for
okay, right,
yeah.
Yeah, so you're invited into college for the interview though. year we did a few via Teams and via the telephone because of lockdown and everything that happened. But ideally, it's a face-to-face interview, and we ask you why you applied for Launchpad, what you expect from Launchpad, what your progression routes are, and we ask you a bit of your background, your history, kind of thing. It's not too daunting. There's no tests or anything. It's like a getting to know you interview, what's happened and what do you want to do next, really.
I suppose the more information you can provide, the more you can help them get on the right path and make the right choices as well.
Yeah, definitely. If they know what their predicted grades are, or what grades they already have, that really helps too, because then we can signpost them if Launchpad isn't quite right for them.
Okay, so someone's asked as well, can they just do English?
No, you have to do the whole programme. Yeah, we do get asked this quite a bit, you know, why do I have to do cooking? Why do I have to do work experience? Like I said, we're looking at the whole individual and giving you a full experience of college life and getting the most out of it. Like I say, you can have great qualifications, but you do need to have all the communication skills to go with it to be able to progress, go on to your next course, do well at interviews. So no, you can't just do English, you need to do everything.
Okay, I think for the person asking this as well, if you've not done as well in English and you've done better in maths, the English side of things can be covered in a read sit alongside your course. Launchpad is covering all the different bases as Rebecca has covered in her presentation. So
yeah, just going back to that. Sorry. So sometimes you might have different grades as well, and that isn't a problem. So we have some people that have got a GCSE grade 3 in maths. They have to go and do the reset. So they'll go and do maths with our maths and English cross-college team, but they'll still do the functional skills English with us and all the other, the PSD, the work experience, do all of that. But they'd go to the GCSE department for the GCSE. Equally, you could be entry 3 at maths and level 2 at English. That's fine. You can just be working at different levels with us.
That's fantastic. Thank you for clarifying that. So obviously you've covered a little bit of this, but I think someone wants to know a little bit more. Will there be any trips?
Well, we hope so, but a lot of it depends on what the rules are with the lockdown and what's happening with COVID and everything. At the minute, what we have planned is like an 8-week block at a recording studio. So that would be a good trip to go on. We do cycling trips as well, but it just depends if everything works out to plan, really.
And do the trips change from year to year depending on people's interests who are on the course, or are they?
Yeah, we'll do a survey. We'll find out what people want to do. We also work with our student enrichment team as well. They'll come in and they'll discuss with our groups what their interests are, and we'll try and do some sporting activities with them as well that meet their interests.
And the last one we have today is, can you pick your own work experience?
To an extent, it's really hard to get the work experience all to always match exactly with what you want to do. If you come with us and you've found a work placement who will take you, then we will support that to go ahead. Sometimes we can't meet in the middle of it, really.
Yeah, okay. You got to have some flexibility. There's some places you cannot go in without DBS checks and
yeah,
on your age as well.
Well, we get a lot of people that want to go to tattoo parlours, and we can't do that because we're too young.
You just read my mind. That's the first thing that comes on a tattoo parlour.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, maybe wait for that when you're 18. But no, thank you so much, Rebecca, for covering Launchpad today, providing some clarity on the course. If you are interested in this course, you can go online and find out more about it, the full extent, all the details, and more about Leicester College as well. But if you want to apply straight away and you don't know how, you can go on our website. That is the link on how to apply. So thank you so much for joining us today, Rebecca. I really do appreciate this, and have a nice evening.
You too. Thank you very much. Bye, Victoria.